Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Friday, November 2. The unemployment rate in Jamaica reached an all-time low of 8.4% in July this year. The Statistical Institute of Jamaica, Statin, is reporting that this was due mainly to an increase in the number of persons employed and a simultaneous reduction in the number of persons in the labor force. Data shows that the labor force in July was over 1.3 million persons, 1.2 million of them being employed. The number of males employed increased by 5,900 to 681,800, while female employment jumped by 6,900 to 544,600. The House of Representatives has approved a resolution calling on the United States government to lift its economic and trade blockade on the Republic of Cuba. Attorney General Marlene Malahoo Fort tabled the resolution on Tuesday. She argued that the over 6 decades-old blockade was the most unfair, severe, and extended system of unilateral sanctions ever applied against any country.
The Cuban government also believes that the blockade constitutes a massive, blatant, and systematic violation of the human rights of all the Cuban people and qualifies as an act of genocide according to the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide of 1948.
Among those supporting the resolution was opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips.
This blockade is contrary to international law, and if for that reason alone we should object.
The U.S. economic and trade blockade on Cuba has reportedly resulted in accumulated damage in the region of over $934 billion. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson says while the Jamaica Constabulary Force welcomes the downward trend in murder and major crimes against children, it is still not satisfied. On Wednesday, the JCF revealed that 353 major crimes had been committed against children since January. This is 128 fewer than in the same period last year. The data also shows that 38 children were murdered, 10 fewer than 2017 figures. In response, Major General Anderson says the police will continue placing high priority on the safety and well-being of Jamaica's children. Meanwhile, the head of the Center for Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse, CISOCA, reports that several perpetrators or suspects have been arrested in these cases. Superintendent Charmaine Shand says 20 of the 38 murder cases have been cleared, and active investigations are ongoing into all other reported cases. Still on crime, the National Security Ministry will be implementing additional behavior change initiatives for youth in schools and at the community level. Portfolio Minister Dr. Horace Chang says this includes a value-based program which will be launched shortly. This program is designed to restore respect and value to socially neglected and deprived individuals.
There will also be increased efforts to implement violence prevention and conflict resolution, education, training within our schools as a means to address maladaptive behavior of students, that aim to reduce out-of-school suspension, dropouts, and therefore improving chance for completing their education.
Dr. Chang was speaking in Parliament on Tuesday. He said the success of these initiatives was crucial to reducing the likelihood of youngsters becoming engaged in delinquent and criminal acts or becoming a future victim of crime. Ground has been broken for the construction of the Browns Hall Health Center in St. Catherine. It will be built and equipped at a cost of $25 million. The Ministry of Health has partnered with private entities Chemtech and Omni Industries to build the facility.
This is important. It's important because the future of public health has to lie very importantly with primary health care, community health care.
The National Health Fund assisted in the design for the Browns Hall Health Center, which will be built on lands provided by the Postal Corporation in the community. And finally, the Office of Utilities Regulation, OUR, has extended the permissive 10-digit dialing period to March 30, 2019. It was initially scheduled to end on October 30 this year, but the OUR says it received several significant requests for an extension from service providers and some of their large business customers. The entities have asked for more time to address challenges relating to systems employing machine-to-machine communications and PBX telephone systems. Affected customers include hospitals, hotels, security companies, and some major government entities. The OUR says it decided to extend the permissive 10-digit dialing period due to the financial and security risks involved. This permissive dialing period paves the way for the eventual mandatory use of 10 digits for all local calls due to the introduction of a second area code, 658. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.